I've been taking steroids for a couple years, and it really yielded dividends beyond my wildest dreams.
Okay.
So I put on about 60 pounds of muscle, and I feel really good now.
That feels like a Rotten Tomatoes exclusive.
There he was, my mentor. At least he couldn't call me newbie anymore.
What can I do for you there, oldie?
Hello and welcome to Watchlist, where we sit down with the cast and creators of TV's biggest shows. I'm Jacqueline Coley, and I am here with the cast and creators of Scrubs. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello. Okay, Bill, I'm going to have to start with you, sir, because it always starts with you.
I want to talk for 20 minutes.
You have to, though. Why this revival now? Because I do think it's a great time for medical shows. Like Noah's back, you're back, Grey's Anatomy never left. I think we can get Dr. House to come and join, and then it'll be everybody. But why right now? Why coming back?
Mostly money. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
You're doing fine.
I'm joking.
Shrinking, Ted Lasso, so you're doing fine.
Bill wanted a pickleball court.
I'm joking. All right, I got two answers. On a personal level, not everybody's making stuff right now, and if people are silly enough to let you tell stories with people that you would want to spend time with anyway, and you don't do it, I think you'd be crazy. I think one of the reasons this show works is that the relationships seem authentic, and it's because we all still love each other and get to see each other and hang out with each other anyway. And so I don't think there's any real burden other than trying as hard as we can and trying to capture that community that made us all so connected in the first place. And from a storytelling reason, I personally am writing, the world's in disarray, and I'm writing a lot of stories personally because I need to, that have some hope and optimism in them. And one of the things that always struck me about this show, especially all these people around me and how they portrayed it, was the undercurrent of humanity and how much it meant to me to see people that were doing what they were doing because ultimately that they wanted to be of service and taking care of others. And so, and also it's really easy just to take the pit scripts and add jokes to them.
I'm going to keep it together and be professional. Zach and Donald, sirs, I want to talk to you about this because I listen to your podcast. I'm an avid listener. Shout out to Joel. But I'm curious if fake doctors, real friends, like, I feel like it's part of this, like, for y'all, like, having so much fun with that, you're like, well, of course. Like, I feel like y'all talked about it enough on the podcast that way anyway. So, yeah, was this, like, a little bit of that engine towards this?
I think so. I mean, I think we've always daydreamed about it. The podcast was really fun. It had a really huge reaction, I think, larger than Donald and I ever imagined. And then we started doing the T-Mobile ads together. And that even became bigger. I think it's been 5 years now we've been doing those. And I think it's always been in the conversation about wouldn't it be fun, and then it got real, with Bill figuring out how to crack it, and I don't think any of us ever thought it would be in ABC primetime. I certainly never did. I thought we might do a little movie or a mini series or something, but it's very, very exciting to be back at Wednesday nights at ABC.
Crazy. And then Donald,
it is crazy. You're absolutely right.
It's so cool. But I'm curious for you, was there anything that you talked about or thought about when you guys were making the podcast that then you got to experience when you guys were filming this last season? Something that you felt like, man, I feel like we were just talking about this and now we're back here.
Well, I notoriously was a horrible castmate to my cast. I didn't learn my lines.
Yeah, well, and it just bothered your castmates.
Well, no. I thought you were cool with it. You said you were cool with it. Hold
on. Bill didn't painstakingly craft every single word of that.
I remember back in the day explaining to Donald on the way to the set what the storyline for the episode was because he hadn't read it. But go on.
No, yeah, I remember that episode too. It was the pudding. And so this time around, I wanted to be very present and very committed to doing the best job I possibly could do. I feel like I owe it to everyone in this section to come back a better person than I was the first time.
Oh, it sounds like you were some kind of pariah. We loved you and you killed it the first time.
Yeah, until I remember the first time he was like, Donald, come on, man. Jesus, what the Bro.
Well, we were talking about.
No, and they work. He and Zach do a scene together, and he does the line wrong, and Zach just feeds him the line.
Yeah.
Feeds him the line.
Oh, by the way, also,
Yeah.
you learn in the writer's room, if you want to go home, you're like, hey, is there the scene at the end of the day Friday that Donald's got to Because if so, we'll go ahead and cut that scene.
I lost a lot of work due to my behavior, yeah.
That's why you're monologuing so much at the end of these episodes. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, he's got the big ones.
Also, Donald's extremely talented because when he jokes about this, but also like he would come in and be like, "Oh, I'm dancing to Poison. Let me make something up on the spot," and it was better than if any of us had spent days in rehearsal trying to figure something out, and he just does it like that.
Listen, but that's why y'all, I think you're like this perfect blend, and it's so like when I was sitting here, I was like, I can't believe I'm talking to this because like if you talk to like 2002 Jacqueline, she was obsessed with this show, and y'all are like,
Jacqueline was like 4.
no, baby.
No, baby. I got a no, baby.
Oh, I appreciate you. We're gonna leave that one on the edit, but no. Love you for that though.
Jacqueline, does it annoy you that they all looked the
I
same?
know. I was about to say, but what was it like for you, like stepping back on set? And I'll start with Sarah and John. I'd love for y'all, like the first day you get back and you're like in the scrubs, in the place again.
It was crazy. I mean, the first part is that they recreated the hospital. We filmed in this abandoned old hospital in the valley, and then now they've rebuilt it on a soundstage of 30,000 square feet of sets. And we all thought, oh, it'll be kind of like it. It's exactly like it's absolutely identical. So that, first of all, was such a trip. But stepping back into it with these guys has been the most special part, because obviously to get to do a job like that for 8 years where you love the character and the script and the story, but the people, to get to do that once in a lifetime is extremely rare. So to come back and do it again, that was the biggest kind of surprise. Like I walked on, I was like, oh, this is amazing. And so it was definitely chills walking on the first day, and I feel like the reason that we all wanted to do this again was because we actually do all hang out. So to go to work with your buddies every day is it's pretty lucky.
Plus, you do it at home in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where everybody's going to live, and I know where everybody's going to eat, and I know all the best restaurants.
I'll have parties every night.
Sarah told me that I was going to be
need.
playing golf from like September to December.
I did what it took, Jacqueline. I did what it took.
So she lied.
I mean,
she lied.
A little bit. A little bit.
who doesn't like golfing in the rain? I mean, you
It
can.
rained every day.
Some days.
No, every day, Sarah. Every day.
But we were
Months
glad
straight.
that you were there to show them the good restaurant. Mr. Johnny C, sir. I'll add my little southern things around it. But for you, what was it like stepping on the first day?
Nothing could have prepared me for how great the steroid protocol I've been on. I've been taking steroids for a couple years, and it really yielded dividends beyond my wildest dreams.
Okay.
So I put on about 60 pounds of muscle, and I feel really good now.
That feels like a Rotten Tomatoes exclusive.
I mean, thank you. I appreciate
It's all
that.
in my upper body, so I feel good.
Cut to Sarah reaching out to feel his feet to see if it's true.
Listen, I'm just glad you're back with that exact energy. Let me just put it to you that way.
I got intimidated by him again because when he gets the kind of the jaw. Did you see it, Zach? The jaw pulsing.
The jaw
and
twitch, yeah.
And guys, the once the arms get folded and the jaw starts twitching.
Clenching of the teeth.
There's a
I know why you were so terrified.
I used
like
to be afraid of that.
whole time.
But I'm going to look at you, not at him. I'm not afraid of it.
I would love for you, Judy, to preview a little bit. Everybody wants to know where you two guys are at the start of the series. If you can preview a little bit as far as your couple goals, like what?
Where everybody wants to know where
Turk and
Carla.
Carla.
Where the hell do you think Turk and Carla are? This is the #1 couple in television history. Where are Turk and Carla?
I was about to quote.
I know this, but if let the folks that just give us the like what's been going on.
He's the chief of surgery now. Carla is some kind of a head of a nurse thing in the department, right? And we have 4 kids.
Yeah.
And we're still there, and we're solid. Through all of it, we're that solid couple who just loves each other, annoys each other, teaches each other, joins, helps, and couple goals. #1 couple.
#1 couple goals in television history are Turk and Carla. I think they're the cutest couple. I defy you to come up with another couple that's as cute as those two.
I hate to give affirmation to Donald about stuff like this, but in the writer's room the first year when we got those guys together, and I can't even steal it and take credit for it, but a couple of the other writers said, we should get these two together, and no matter what, they will always, that's the couple that's going to always be fine. I do like that Donald's surrounded by women, because as a matriarch, Judy is certainly formidable, and then to put nothing but young women around him and his kids and the surgeons that work for him is endlessly tickling to me.
The only thing that would break up Turk and Carla would be if Turk left Carla for JD.
Yeah, that was a real risk. And honestly, that's why you needed to be a girl dad. Like, you needed that energy because it would have
been a bold choice.
Yeah,
A bold choice.
That's for another pitch for the show.
Yeah, I mean, probably would have just been on Hulu. Or Bravo.
Oh man, I would still watch it. I would watch it. Let's bring it there though.
Mr. and Mrs. Turk and Dorian.
The JD and Turk of it all. There's so much, and I think for a lot of folks, they're going to be probably like me, watching old episodes, trying to get back into the vibe leading into season 1. I know y'all get this one a lot, but what's y'all's favorite moment between the two, or the one maybe that you're hoping to like recreate in some way with this new
I just
revival?
love every adventure they go on together. You know, the great thing about doing stuff like this with all of these people is that when we do interviews, I got to wipe my eyes from laughing so hard because these guys are so funny. But with Turk and JD, I just love the adventures that they went on. They went on some of the best adventures. As a kid, I used to watch movies like License to Drive, movies where inexperienced, immature heroes go out and go on a great adventure and win in the end. And I think Turk and JD do that. When they do that, it's some of the best television for me to be a part of because it's like living my dreams back in the day, from License to Drive to any Corey Feldman.
I was going to say Haim and Feldman. Is that where he goes, Haim and Feldman?
Like the dynamic duo of, you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
There's something special about that, and I think Turk and JD have that also.
I love that. What about you, sir?
Donald just made me think of the scene when we're searching for Heather Graham's character, and we go on a quest to find her because I've got a piece of paper from Elliot that gives me permission to have sex with her. I think it has permission. And we end up ziplining. Donald tears off his shirt, and we zipline across off the street, and I hit the wall. And I pop up, and I'm like, Molly? And all of a sudden, Donald drops down from the zip line. I mean, I should say to the fans that Scrubs is a little more based in reality these days. But I do laugh at those moments, like Donald's saying, where we would just be on just some insane, adventure.
For you, ma'am, let's say. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So
that's the difference.
No, I won't do it.
We wouldn't be calling Ava Bun ma'am.
I wouldn't.
Are you able to hear the other
Sarah. No, I am Southern. Leave me alone.
Are you able to get around enough? Because there's a lot of walking on Scrubs. Are you able to? Is it hard to get around?
Stop. Sarah. You vivacious woman that you are.
She's talking to you. She has a question for you, ma'am. This one is for you.
Oh, a question.
Sarah.
It's a question.
Sarah, for Elliot, she's just so wound up for most of the season. But I think my favorite parts for her is when the wound just explodes. And I would say that she was known for the crash out before it was a crash out. Can we say that? Yeah. Do we continue this in the new series, or do you have a favorite of the Elliot crash out moments?
Okay, do we continue this? I would say it's like Zach said, this, is a bit more of a grounded version. That was part of the fun part of coming back into it, was trying things a few different ways and going, okay, how do we stay true to the character but also bring them into a really grounded version? There's a couple of high-pitched things that I say.
Yeah. But she's asking, what's your favorite crash out moment from the past?
Can't hear you.
Louder.
She can't hear a word you're saying.
You have to say so she can hear you, Zach.
Not a syllable.
You'll probably need to add subtitles to this.
Stop making fun of my awesome jokes is my favorite one. When you guys keep doing her punchlines,
I got one,
and then
yeah.
she's
Oh,
I know.
I got one.
Yeah,
when the door gets smashed on one side from a car, and she goes, frick! And then the door on the other side gets smashed. She goes, double frick!
I like when she goes, you guys actually rate the women in this hospital? And I go, calm down, 12. And she goes, yes, top 20.
Really? Some of my greatest, I still say some of them too. Frick! Frick on a stick. Frick on a stick with a brick.
Speaking of what you were saying though about the grounded, I think that's what folks will be so pleasantly surprised to see how you're able to sort of like write in a different theme with these same characters, sort of like a composition with the same instruments. But your character, I feel, I don't know, it's so much the same. Like I would just say Dr. Cox just stays in this very stationary place. I'd be curious if you could kind of preview a little bit of how he's handling the 2026 of medicine.
I think it was really interesting that Billy let Cox explore exhaustion and burnout. That's a really rich, fertile ground for writers to explore, and so Cox got to be on the receiving end of that.
Also, by the way, it's a testament to John, but we, Asim and the writing team interviewed like we did the first time. Look, you made a joke about it, but the first year, the show was on, I think we did 1,100 episodes of the show, and I now feel guilty because maybe as the show got to like the 6th and 7th year, I was, I'd been writing it for a long time, and that's when I was like, maybe JD's like a flag, and maybe the janitor lives on a pirate ship, and so I lost my mind a little bit. Anyways, but retreating to the reality, they interviewed all the residents and doctors, and one of the first things they said is, what would life in a hospital be like for Dr. Cox now? And they all said, oh, now he'd be fired immediately. There's it created an initial conflict in the show of somebody realizing that maybe this era of medicine has left him behind, and he has to decide whether he wants to assimilate, become part of it, or whether or not he's burnt out and done. And so that's kind of a good angle for him early on in the show.
Amazing angle. Yeah, I can't wait for folks to see it.
Those are some of my favorite parts of the first episode of this season, or the stuff that you see with Cox and him tackling the fact that this ain't for me no more, bro. I can't, it was at one point, and I did have the bandwidth and the stamina to do this, but now I don't want to do this. This is something that you can take care of for me. I trained you well enough to be able to do this.
I'm going to bring it to you, Bill, because I think you're the only one that would actually say it if you don't want it to be said. But people come back. Like Todd's back. Who do we think we might get to see?
Look, my favorite thing about this show is the friendship isn't here just in this thing, is that we loved working with all the different actors and actresses from this world so much. The lady that played Jordan is a little annoying, but what's up?
Dangerous.
Hope she sees it.
You are
dangerous.
So dangerous.
Hey, his wife, folks. That's his wife.
If you publish that, can you blur my face?
No, but we would be, look, it's a testament to these guys that we have 9 episodes to not only let everybody see where, Judy, Zach, Sarah, Donald, Johnny C are in their characters' lives, but also meet a bunch of new characters, but they still really skillfully brought in. There's not anybody from the old world you're going to miss. The only person I'd say that we're still waiting on is Ken Jenkins. Let's all tip our hats to him, as Ken's a bit older now, and I know he has good days and bad days, but I guarantee you we'll see him again. But otherwise, I would keep your eyes peeled for all the characters that you hope to see.
Of course, minus the legend.
Sam Lloyd, man.
I will say too, we did get a lovely additions. Vanessa is one of the. I'm curious for any of y'all who, if you could tease, be like, you can't wait for audiences to see these new folks. Like
I can't wait for the audience to see all of the interns. I'm very excited for them to see the new versions of what we were back in the day. That's really going to be exciting. And then also, I'm very excited for them to meet the new assassins that have been placed into the show. And when I say assassins, I mean comedic assassins. From X to Michael to Vanessa to Joel. We have some really talented new faces coming in that I'm really excited for everyone to see. I think
To
they're
your
going to
point,
laugh.
was one of the favorite things of the people who watch the show is our well-placed, like, daily players or episodic players who come in, slay a scene, improv, make us all laugh when we're not on camera, and then go. For us as actors, because it keeps it fresh, it keeps it moving, and for the audience to watch it as well.
I was watching dailies and editing, and the second Phil Lewis showed up as showed up as Hooch.
Hooch is crazy.
Just hearing Hooch. By the way, Hooch is crazy.
No, he's legitimate.
Yeah, we probably should not let those guys air this, because both Phil Lewis and Hooch are definitely crazy.
That's a really cute moment. Amanda Morrow, who's one of our interns, one Halloween when she was younger, had dressed up as Phil Lewis's character on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. So she got to work with him and show him the Halloween picture where she had dressed up as him.
She does a great version of who he was.
Does she?
Yeah, she does him perfectly.
Yeah, it was just cute seeing them interact.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to check
all
this
of
out.
Amanda and all of the young kids, they're so funny and so talented.
I think all of you have experienced. Y'all will always be famous for this show. Like it's just every day. I'm sure people come up to you and
My
talk.
freaking nickname is Black Scrubs. Yes. Because of this show.
Yeah, because of this show.
I'm also a man of the theater.
I know. But I'm curious, what is the one that people come up to you with the quotes? Like, I know that they just do, because you wrote so many great lines, and I'm going to switch it for you, but what's the one they always come up to you on?
I just get called Black Scrubs a lot.
That's it. That's
Either
it.
that or Turk.
Also,
Turk.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I
That's
get
what
that
I'm
like,
talking
that's
about.
what I'm talking about.
I have people come up to me do the "I told you so" dance.
Yeah.
I get a lot of double fricks.
I had somebody jump on my back in London and yell "Eagle," and I threw him on. Yeah, and I ran for my life.
Donald doesn't always get consent when he's eagled.
Don't you need? And by the way, especially in these times, you gotta get consent before you eagle.
Like, don't do that to him.
Guys, don't eagle Donald without consent.
Don't eagle without permission.
What about you, sir?
You know, the thing that comes up most often is my line with Johnny C, Dr. Cox during Brendan's funeral when when the reveal happens, which is "Where do you think we are?" That's a meme that I see like almost every day.
Wow.
That really was like impactful for people.
I'm coming to you, but I'd be curious for you. Is it usually the Brendan episode that people?
Wrong. 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 You're wrong. You're wrong.
You're very wrong.
My kid started binging Scrubs on Friday because he was sick and stayed home, and that's what he was doing every time he got up from his room, go to the bathroom. It was like wrong. You're wrong. Every time he got up. That's like 8 episodes of this. 8 hours.
So sorry.
You did it to yourself on that one.
I did. I'm
And so, do you have one that people come up to? Because there's like a lot of couple things that y'all did.
From the first season, that where we go off on you, me and Aloma go up on you. Yeah. Everybody's always going like this. Oh my God, you're like this, and you talk through the nose. You talk through the nose.
Pretending like you're yelling at Turk, I feel like is like the perfect Carla impersonation to just be like, listen, do this.
Oh, another one with him is why is there silverware? Why is there pancakes in the silverware?
What you should be asking why the pancakes in the silverware.
What's he?
Oh, and another one with Donald is when he arm wrestles Carla and he goes, "That's what you get,
Carla. Do you see what you get when you mess with the warrior?"
My favorite thing is of these guys, well, because it's at the expense of someone else, and you have to cut to him or talk to him. So Scott Foley played a character on this show named Sean, who was in a romantic relationship with Sarah's character, and who Zach secretly hated. And Zach used to say to him all the time on the show, Sean would say this and this and this, and Zach would say, "Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares." And Scott said, "Your stupid show lasted so long that he will literally do an Instagram post of like, my son turned 12 today, and I got to see him play baseball and the first comment will always be, 'Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.'"
Not just the first comment, like 80% of the comment.
And he's like, "I will never forgive you or any of those actors for that. Nobody cares."
Felicity, and they just don't care.
He's on, what do you call it? Scandal. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Hey, it's my dad's 80th birthday. No one cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
I really want to have him on if and when we have a second season, because I would just love to say, "Nobody cares."
He might not come back. He might maybe a contractual thing that you can't say that if he's going to come back.
Thank you guys. This is amazing. I can't wait for folks to tune in yet again on ABC to check out a new season of Scrubs. Thank you all for being here.
Hey, we're grateful that everybody watched over the years. Really appreciate it.